Hi, I'm Leanne, and I'm going to share a little bit about my story and just my transformation since starting coaching. So, I first joined a challenge group when I was about 3 months postpartum. I had about 20 pounds extra since having my first baby, and I just kind of felt stuck. I felt just I wasn't losing any of the weight that I wanted to lose. And so I joined this group and I was very shy. I, uh, was not a very active participant, unfortunately. And, I was very hesitant about, I never shared a selfie because I don't think I had ever taken one in my whole entire life. That just wasn't my style. And I didn't really talk about working out, especially not on social media. And so that was just very out of my comfort zone. So I didn't participate a whole lot, but I did learn a lot about how to talk to myself in a more positive uh, light. And so slowly, all of those negative things that I had been feeding myself in my head for so long about how I didn't have any self discipline and I was just going to have to accept, this is my new mom body. Just so many and very negative things that I told myself all the time. So that kind of started to change when I joined that group. And, for the next several months, I just kind of watched my coach on social media being so bold and sharing so much. And I just thought to myself, that's so great for her, but that is not me at all. That's just not my personality. I'm just a lot more private and just not really that comfortable with that sort of thing. But the craziest thing happened. So I was doing a study with some girlfriends, and there was a day that came where we were supposed to think about, is there something that God might be calling you to do to step that's, would be a step out in faith. And I didn't have an answer for that. So all that week I started just kind of praying about it and thinking about it. And the only thing on my mind was coaching. So I started to kind of entertain the idea. And I ultimately said, decided to pursue it because I needed to get out of my own head and out of just focusing so much on my inability to lose weight and just feeling so down on myself. I mean, I was just feeling so terrible and stuck and kind of depressed, and I didn't want to get dressed, and I didn't want to shop for clothes, and I just wanted to find clothes that I could hide in that were sizes bigger, that would hide my arms. And I just felt so incredibly uncomfortable and kind of in this body that I didn't want to be in. And so when I decided to start coaching, I was probably, I wasn't in good shape, and I was not making great eating choices. I have always been kind of an emotional eater, and, I've dealt with binge eating. And, when I would get off track, it would just kind of send me in a bad spiral. But when I started coaching, my whole perspective changed because I was now on a health journey, not for myself, but so that I could hopefully help and encourage other people. And so it became not about eating healthy and doing my workouts. For me, it was doing it so that I could be, an encouragement to other people. And that changed everything. That kind of extra layer of accountability just helped it to really click for me. And it became really exciting as I started just sharing what I was doing, that people were interested in kind of cheering me on and supporting me, which I didn't really expect. And so in that first 30 days, I had a crazy transformation. I mean, I lost, in the first 30 days, I lost 6 pounds and 6 inches, which was huge. And over the course of like 3 months, I lost 15 pounds and have since become like in the best shape that I've been in my whole entire life. I'm just stronger and more toned and just in such great shape. And fueling my body with healthy foods, and since drinking Shakeology, that made all the difference for me, because I've dealt with the binge eating, and it totally helped with the cravings, and I just feel so good inside and out. And so that's made such a huge difference. There's just so much freedom that I've found in healthy eating and learning how to prep meals, and I just love sharing that with people. It's crazy to think that me, who is somebody who's so shy and pretty private, is able to share this part of my life, but I have become so passionate about it because I love the change that I've seen. And because before I never used social media at all. I barely posted anything unless maybe it was a picture of my baby. And I never shared any of my thoughts or anything personal, and definitely not any pictures of just me. So that was way out of my comfort zone. But this opportunity has pushed me out of my comfort zone in a really positive way, to where I've grown so much in my self-confidence and just being able to connect with people on a real level and encourage people and speak that encouragement to people and see them change. And there's just so much joy in hearing how you've inspired somebody without even realizing it, and hearing about their progress and their newfound, self-confidence it brings so much joy. I had no idea how much, I would, get to, be a part of that and share in other people's joy in their journeys. And so it's just been made a world of a difference for me. I feel so supported by this team, and having that extra layer of accountability, to where I know that I'm not going to fall off anymore, and I'm not going to go in that, spiral of being on track and off track and hating myself when I was off, and, eating emotionally because I felt like I was off track again. Because I'm supported. I'm part of a community and a team that cares about me, and it's just feeling that support is huge. And so it's just been such a positive experience to feel supported myself, and then to pass that forward and support other people on their journeys. So that's a little bit about my story, and it's just crazy looking back on how far I've come in just a few months. Everything has changed for the better, and just feel like it was the best decision that I could have made by far, just for my own personal growth, and having that extra thing that I get to do as a mom that's for myself, and sharing my passion, and doing life with more people. And it's just been a great experience.